I finally did it. I decided I will play Yummy Fiendsmith. So I'm going to show you guys the best way to play Yummy Fiendsmith in this video. I know there's a lot of Yummy Fiendsmith lovers. As you guys know that meme of the guy with flowers behind like 20 girls? That's Yummy Fiendsmith. It's like the 20th best version of Yummy. But you guys love it, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. But this is not your average Yummy Fiendsmith deck. I made sure to include actual cards to make it good. What Yummy Fiendsmith lacks is its prowess going second. Yes, you're playing 20 hand traps, but your opponent will you'll pass. You can't actually go second. It's like Fiendsmith Elf No. So I added 2 more engines to the deck, still playing a 45 card deck, still having the infinite hand traps also post side. This is not your average Yummy Fiendsmith deck. It is Yummy Fiendsmith Kashtira Radiant. All of them are full combo. I'll show you how, and all 4 work with Dominus Purge. All 4 engines, making a better version of Yummy Fiendsmith. It's like the old Fiendsmith Kashtira, but with Yummy and Radiance. Great engines and perfect for the mid-range player. All right, enough yapping. Join the Metafy and let's go. So the idea is very simple. You're playing a billion hand traps, so the hand traps with these Kashtira cards, with the Radiant cards, with the Yummy cards, with the Fiendsmith cards, it's just difficult to interact with. And it gives you a real answer to something going second. So now when you're able to special with your Kashtira, start your turn by attacking something or putting pressure with Fenrir's, and cards that are just good into Droll. You can summon Unicorn the Droll, later Snatchy, later One-Eye Thalion, Lucius effect, get rid of the second-eye Thalion. You get very good in this form, in this meta. Get rid of Ripper like I did to Milano. It just overall, shut up Milano, the cameraman. Yeah. He didn't get my nose though in the tournament, but it was a very good tournament. Overall, they're very good. And then on top, these cards as well, which are just full combo at the end, and it applies so much pressure. It gives the Yummy Fiendsmith deck a mini engine that you can actually go second with after you stop with your hand traps. Summon Cupsy is not a real way to win when you have no other push. But when you're able to have the ability or capability to, let's say, MST their mid one last set they have, or to Fenrir clear 2 bodies going second and then summon the Cupsy, and then do it together, it actually gives you a real play going second. Which then you put, as far as the Yummy starters, these. You don't need 3 Marshmallow when Radiants do the same thing, except just by putting spells in grave, giving more bodies, more pushes, and the Kashtiras as well synergize so well because you could summon a Unicorn. They can't really hand trap you if they're on a, like, let's say for example, if someone Unicorns me, I'm fucked. Goodbye, Snatchy forever. It's actually game on the spot, and in this format, you'll be surprised when you look deep into the extra deck of your opponents for so many stuff. Even Striker, you can get rid of 1-0 now, 1 on their turn. It's actually very surprising how good it is this format. And by itself, it might not be combo on its own, but when it's paired with any of the billion hand traps or billion bodies, it's perfect to go into Camellia. And this deck has very low amounts of spells because I always want Camellia to resolve, which does it in the Breaker version, which is why the rest is a lot of hand traps, but also a mini Fiendsmith engine. This deck has 24 1-card starters in a 45-card deck, and these are all with the 1 Hornet Drones. I wanted to put it like this so you guys see all the starters. These are the starters of the deck, and you don't want too much of one engine. Because when you draw 3 Fiendsmith cards, I understand Track's Great Effects is a thing, but when you have 3 Fiendsmith cards, that's dog shit. 3 Yummy cards, dog shit. 3 of these, dog shit. 3 of these, dog shit. You want 1 or 2 of each of them. And then when they're different pushes is how you actually play going second. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, at locals, I could go second with my Fiendsmith Yummy deck. Yeah, at your 3-player locals, no one gives a fuck if you go second with that deck. And as a 3-time YCS champion, I got more YCS trophies than you have players at your locals or tops at your locals. When you, at a YCS champion, 15 rounds of tournaments, you need different variety of pushes. That's what you need to be able to properly win a tournament. So that's how you play Fiendsmith Yummy. The core of this deck is Fiendsmith Yummy. You're ending on Fiendsmith Yummy. Whether it's the god board of what people consider a god board of Caesar, Desiree, all the Yummy interrupts in these, perhaps you'll have an MST, perhaps you'll have a Fenrir. I mean, at the end of the day, that's enough. But the idea of this is that you're always going to get to that plus these, and then going second, you have more pushes. And going second, let's say the MST cards are not good. Such an easy fix going second. It's 40, not 45, right? Sorry, it's 45, not 40. You can just take these 6 and the MST up for 7 more hand traps. You're siding into 10 more hand traps. You're mining 17, and you're playing give or take 25 good ones versus everything, or 25 to 30 good ones versus everything. So these are the starters. You have 24 of them. It's 6 for each of them. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And then you got your 3 shitters. This is not so much a shitter, but these 2 are the shitters. Which is fine numbers. Considering you're not playing Coke here, there's no 7 Mitsu bricks. I just finished playing 4 regionals with Mitsu Striker. Let me tell you something about bricks, okay? That's Mitsurugi. It's okay, they're broken, but this only has 2-3 bricks. That's okay. Considering you're playing 45 cards, you always have playable cards, and this is a mid-range player's dream come true. I cook with this deck list, and the fact that all of these are good with Purge is baffling, because it's 4 engines that are good with Purge. And you'll be surprised what Fenrir does this format. It's not bad at all. Now for the hand traps. 17 hand traps and 1 MST. MST is still good in conjunction with all of these, and then 17, and you're siding into about 30 until 25 to 29. 25 to 29 versus absolutely every meta deck. I'll go to the side deck before extra deck just so you guys could understand the kind of theory there. You play these with some combination of even these. Well, this is the side deck. So now you can do your combination of what you like into them, and it's made very strategically to the point where the deck that Radiant MST's dog shit against, or you don't want Swen going second because they go set 5, and set 5 MST still dog shit because good, congratulations, you added 20% of their sets. You're still able to remove it for a billion hand traps to stop them from actually playing the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you still have enough cards that are like somewhat breakers because all of these engines I showed you, Kashtira, fiendsmith, Radiant, at the end of the day, they're also breakers. They clear 1 card. So going second, it kind of solves what a lot of Yummy fail sometimes of spot removal. And with the extra deck, a few cards I'm going to show you as well, the removal going second is incredibly high. And you put these 3 in for 3 Fua, and then depending on the matchup, you could put a hand traps. That's the deck. Now, it's 45 cards with 17 hand traps and up to 25 to 29% for your good deck, and better going second. These are required, okay? No other synchros, because the idea is once you have your Desiree plus Yummy interrupts backed up with whatever Kashtira or MST or Draw 2, you're good. Also, in this deck, by the way, guys, the way Vision always, even though you have a lack of quick play spells, Vision will always draw 2 by searching Surprise, and then you purposely do not summon Minion until Surprise is engraved. When Surprise is engraved, you summon the Minion. You don't need the extra body. That's the only thing it'll do is lose 1 body in the Yummy combo, but you have a billion bodies. You don't need that. Reprodocus, this. 1 SP. The deck probably should be playing Masquerena because of all the free bodies, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Desiree, which is better than Caesar. It's better than Caesar because you're never ending on just Caesar. You're ending on a billion Yummy interrupts, you're ending on Kastiras, you're ending on MSTs, you're drawing 2 every time, you're ending on multiple hand traps on top of that, of non-engine. So I would rather just protect my board from multiple breakers, and this also plays around Dark Ruler. I got Dark Ruler in my tournament earlier today, and you just chain Surprise, chain Dark Ruler, Desiree on the Dark Ruler. So I think this is better than the Caesar. With that being said, now there's 4 slots remaining. The Caesar, the Neck Equip, yes. When you open Engraver, you're able to end on both. That's cool, but I'm pretty sure you don't need these. I'm pretty sure you don't need Link Karibo. But Karibo, it comes up in situations where, obviously, after turn 2, so you get a minion multiple times, but also just generically some weird scenarios where you could use your Lurie to do stuff with Karibo if need be, if Requiem's gone. I didn't have it, but I was borrowing. This is fiendsmith Lacoma, the Fusion. I'm pretty sure, okay, you cut all 4 of these. I'm pretty sure. If you cut all 4 of these, there needs to be something there that's real. What I'm intending to do is add 1 last engine to this deck. Tri-Brigades. So if you add 1 of each of the small Tri-Brigade cards, you add a Sprite Sprint in here. Let's say this is Sprite Sprint, okay? After you sequence summon Desiree, you got a free Link 2 for nothing. You don't need to SP that shit. You go Sprite Sprint. You play Omen. You play another shitter Link 2. And you play maybe a Karibo or Almirage or something. Maybe a 1 DDL, whatever. Now you can play a decent Tri-Brigade engine. You don't need Mouser. You just need Sprint and Omen. And if you play that, that means anytime you open Radiant, anytime you open Yummy, anytime you open a Tri-Brigade, you're guaranteed all 3 engines. I believe that is the way to play this deck instead of playing the Caesar. The other option is you remove Necroquip and Karibo, you play Caesar and Lacrima Fusion, and then you play Sprint and Omen. I will let you guys know after multiple locals testing on how to do that. This is a solid hand trap deck. It's the best way to play Yummy Fiendsmith. It does the good thing. How much hand traps does normal Yummy Fiendsmith play? I'll answer that for you. Yeah, 18, 19, around there. This plays 17. It's the same thing for the main deck, but going second, you have so many more pushes. Instead of playing 10 Yummy names, you just need 6, when the Radiant pushes are just better. Or the Kastira pushes, it does more. You're not playing 10 Fiendsmith cards, which are redundant. How many people, everyone watching this video likes Fiendsmith? You draw a 2 Engraver, a Tract, a Lacrima, you want to shoot yourself. There's no reason to shoot yourself when you can just be playing Kastiras instead. There's a reason why Kastira Fiendsmith was a very big deck for a while on Bologna. Yeah, there is a reason. It's called when I came back to this game, every European followed me and saw I was playing a 28 hand trap Kastira deck with skill drains. They copied me. And guess what they did every format after that? They copied me again. Malice, they copied me. Rise of, they copied me. Fiendsmith. Every format since the beginning of my comeback a year and a half ago, they all copied me. And that's why you're watching this video, to copy me. And guess what? I'm letting you copy me because I'm the best deck builder that the planet has ever seen. And it will continue to do so until my dying breath 50 years from now. And one day when I do die 50 years, 100 years from now, I want Konami to cut my brain when I die, put it in a museum and study it. Because all the AIs at that point will not reach that genius I'll have. ChatGPT will never do it. ChatTriff BT is the genius deck builder in the planet. That's it. Thanks for watching the video. Join the Metafy. Bye.